Assalamu alaikum, this is Akif speaking from Entrepreneurial Muslim, where our mission is to help you start a business online so you can achieve financial freedom and make money so you can support your family and really make a difference, inshallah. Now, in this webinar, I'm going to talk about how to start a six-figure business online through Facebook marketing in 5 steps. What are the 5 steps to making $100,000 within 12 months? I want to talk about that, inshallah. I promise to give you my proven $100,000 Facebook marketing blueprint that's helped me reach millions of Muslims across Facebook and generate over $1 million in sales across my top legacy students, so you can start a business online, achieve freedom, divorce 9 to 5, become your own boss, inshallah. Okay? If you stay until the end, I have a big surprise. So make sure you listen to this webinar fully and you take lots of notes, because you don't want to miss this, because this could change your life. So I have a big surprise towards the end. So do stay tuned and you'll love the surprise, I promise you. Okay? Please focus, turn off everything else, put your phone on silent, turn off Facebook if you have to. Give me your undivided attention, because this needs focus. If you want to be successful, then you have to focus, inshallah. So make sure you turn off everything and give me your full attention, because I need it. And this is a conversation between just me and you. Okay? Now, let me just quickly introduce myself. My name's Akib. I'm the founder of Entrepreneurial Muslim, which is all around Facebook marketing for entrepreneurial Muslims, so you can grow your Facebook page, build your community, and also get lots of sales to achieve financial freedom, inshallah, so you can leave 9 to 5 and become your own boss, so you can earn a halal income. Across my top legacy students, over $1 million has been generated in the last 12 months. Alhamdulillah. I've been on TV, mashallah, 6 times in the last couple of months on Living the Life TV show featured on Islam channel. Okay? I'm actually Islam channel's official social media commentator now as well. And just in the last 4 months, I've made over $400,000 in sales with a net profit of between 15 to 25%, mashallah. I've been blessed to reach millions of Muslims online. I've been a go-to guy for many leading Islamic brands. I've been their go-to Facebook marketing guy. I've worked with Bayna to Al Maghrib to Islam Channel to Productive Muslim. I worked with Working Muslim. I've been blessed to work with Sheikh Mohammed Al-Sharif to the Bayna page, to Mohammed Ziara, to Buna Muhammad, to Yasmin Mujahid, to Muslim Matters. I've been blessed to work with so many leading Muslim names, and I want to share some core strategies with you on how you can make money online so you can achieve financial freedom, inshallah ta'ala. Now, my mission is to help 1 million entrepreneurial Muslims start a business online within the next 10 years. The vision is to help build pioneers across every Muslim industry, because the Ummah has so much potential. We just have to unlock it. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his wife Khadija, may Allah be pleased with her, she was a successful businesswoman. Okay? Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, he was a wealthy merchant. Okay? So there's nothing wrong with entrepreneurship. We just have to change our mindset, inshallah. Now, I've done a lot of things wrong. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've had a lot of failures. But inshallah, you can learn from that and you can avoid making the same mistakes that I made. Okay? It's taken me nearly 10 years to get to this stage. It doesn't have to take you 10 years of sweat, blood, and tears. Okay? I'm going to give you a fast track. I'm going to give you a shortcut. But you have to take action and you have to be decisive, inshallah. Are you with me? Are you going to give me your full commitment? Are you open to change? Because I've done a lot of things wrong. I've made a lot of mistakes. And I don't want you to make the same mistakes. I don't want you to waste tens and thousands of dollars experimenting, testing, because I've already done that. So you don't have to make the same mistakes. They were really painful. Ouch. Subhanallah. Now, after being online for around 10 years, I was online since 2006. There's a lot of excuses, a lot of hurdles, there's a lot of obstacles, there's a lot of excuses we have to cut off. If we want to be successful, then we have to cut off these excuses because these excuses can really mess us up. Excuse number one is I'm just too busy. If you're too busy to invest in yourself, if you're too busy to focus on your growth, if you're too busy to learn, if you're too busy to step up, if you're too busy to raise your game, it's not gonna work. You have to take time out. If you're too busy, then it's not gonna work. If you don't have time, then make time. Your akira depends on it. Excuse number two is I will do it later. Yeah, I can become financially free later. I'll pray my salah later, or I'll get married later. This later procrastination bug, we have to get rid of this because procrastination is a big disease. Procrastination is cancer to legacy, is cancer to freedom. We have to take action now. We have to step up now, inshallah. And then you hear Muslims go, it's too expensive, or I can't afford it, or it's too much. Now you have to invest in your education. Cheap is easy to get. If you want to get a cheap car, then just go get a Polo or go get a second-hand car. But not everyone can get a Ferrari. My mission is to help you build a Ferrari sort of brand that has prestige, that is premium. I've been able to take Entrepreneurial Muslim and turn it into a luxury brand. It's the Ferrari of Muslim entrepreneurship. If you want the best, then seek out the best. But it's not going to be cheap because sometimes if you get cheap stuff, then in the long term, it can actually be more expensive because it doesn't work out, or it's rubbish, or it's low quality. But if you get the best stuff, then you can fast track your success. So you have to change your mindset, inshallah. It's not about expense, it's about investment. And then the next obstacle that people have is, oh, I can't do it, it's too hard. The first stages of anything are going to be hard. You have to invest in your growth. You have to dive in. Don't just dip your finger in the water and go, aye, it's too cold. Actually make an effort to, take risks and make mistakes and fail fast. Then the next excuse people make is, but I don't want to fail. Grow your failure muscle. It's okay to fail. It's okay to mess up. In business, in entrepreneurship, you're gonna fail. You're gonna mess up. But it's how resilient are you? How much do you really want it? Look at Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How many times did he fail? How many times did people reject him? How many times was he mocked and abused? But subhanallah, he kept patient, and look at the legacy he's left. The next excuse is, but I'm not an expert. Why can I teach this, or how can I teach this? You don't have to be an expert. Look at business teachers. They're getting paid and they haven't actually set up a business. If I said to you that I've got the best business strategies from the top 10 billionaires from around the world, and I packaged it as a PDF guide, would you buy that from me? Of course you would. So you don't always have to be an expert. You're an expert of your life, your perspective. You got to think big. Start believing in yourself, inshallah. Okay? You can do research. You can research the best practices, the best strategies, inshallah. Another big excuse people make when they're first starting out is, oh, my idea's already taken. Oh, they copied me. Oh, I don't want to tell anyone else my idea. That's an amateur way of thinking. If someone else has got your idea, that's great because that means there's a demand for it. Okay, like Facebook marketing, there's a lot of mainstream experts who are teaching Facebook marketing. I've simply brought it to the Muslim space, given it that Islamic touch, that legacy focus, and I've given it my own perspective. And that's what you can do as well. As soon as you understand this one concept, it can take your success to a whole nother level. Then the next excuse people make is, what will he think of me? What will she think of me? Who cares what people think? Think about, pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't worry about what people think. Don't be a people pleaser. Be a Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pleaser. Have sincere intentions to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and things will fall into place. Okay? Then the next excuse is, I need to make money as soon as possible. It's not a get rich quick scheme. If anyone out there promises you the world, promises you $1 million in like 5 days, it's probably a scam, and they're probably lying to you. Making money online is like a career. Okay, it's a journey. It'll take a couple of months for you to actually make decent money. If you're just starting out, if you have no experience, Just like driving a car, it's a skill, isn't it? You don't just, sit in the car and start driving. You got to learn the strategies, you got to make mistakes, you got to give it a focus, you got to work really hard, you got to prove yourself, and then you can start making money, inshallah. Okay, I'm just giving you the reality because a lot of people want to make money quickly, but we're not in dream world, we're in reality world. Initially, you might even lose money, you're going to make mistakes, but you have to learn how badly do you want it? How determined are you, inshallah? Okay? I discovered this the very painful way. 10 years of mistakes, losing tens and thousands of dollars, and wasting hundreds of hours. I put in so much energy, sweat, blood, and tears. But, but, I also figured the easy, fast way to get results. And I'm going to share that with you as well, okay? I want to share the painful way, which a lot of people do and they're going to try and they're going to test. And you might actually go through the painful way after listening to this webinar because you have a mindset issue and you want to stay in your comfort zone. But I want to give you the painful way, but also the fast track way. The fast track way to spend more time with your loved ones. The fast track way to make money online. The fast track way to achieve financial freedom, inshallah. So, the super painful way, are you ready? Don't invest in your entrepreneurial Muslim growth. Okay, that's step number one. You're going to be a person who's like, oh, I don't want to invest. I want to just go onto Google and I want to, just copy and paste things and learn from Mr. Broke. That's fine. If you want to learn Facebook marketing, just type in Google Facebook marketing and thousands of articles will come up. Why do people still learn from me? Why do people pay me thousands just to learn Facebook marketing from me when you can easily get it from Google? The reason people pay me is because of my perspective, because they're getting my personalized strategies, they're getting my critique. And Facebook marketing is always changing. So you want to be up to date with the latest and most innovative strategies. If you want to learn, you have to earn. You have to invest in your growth. That is really important. Step number two is don't get a mentor who can help you achieve results. Go do it yourself. Go learn from, Uncle Broke or, Mr. I'm in debt. That's what a lot of people do. Google's filled with information. If you want to make money, then it's more than information. It has to be a transformation. Do you understand? Then step number three, the super painful way, is don't take risks and go out your comfort zone. Be Mr. Comfortable your whole life. And that's the most painful way because you're not growing, you're not challenging yourself, you're not pushing yourself to the next level. Okay? That's what I did for many years. I never invested in myself. I was like, oh, that's too expensive. Why should I invest in my growth when I can just do it myself and it's going to be cheaper? But hang on a second, it's not going to be cheaper because you'll end up wasting lots of money. You'll end up taking out a lot of time. You'll end up wasting a lot of energy. So in the long term, it's not going to be cheaper. I never had a mentor. There's no one in the Muslim space teaching business or entrepreneurship. I had to kind of figure all of this out myself. And then I didn't take any risks because I was worried what my family would say. I was worried that I'm going to go broke. But subhanAllah, this is the super painful way. And you can tell by how passionate I am because I want to help and serve you. Okay? Now, do you want the easy way that can help you achieve freedom and divorce 9 to 5? I want to give you the super easy way, but you have to take action and you have to be open to change, inshallah. Now, I've been blessed that I've been the Facebook marketing go-to guy for many leading Islamic brands. I've been the Ferrari of Facebook marketing, the Lamborghini of Facebook marketing in the Muslim space. Okay, I've been one of the highest paid Muslim Facebook marketer in the world. I've got to work with Islam 21C, Al Maghrib, Peter Gold. I've got to work with Ramadan Legacy. I've got to work with Productive Muslim. I've got to work with multi-million-dollar brands like Amazing.com. I've got to work with Islam Channel, being on TV 6 times. Alhamdulillah. Got to work with Baba Ali. Got to work with Bayna. I was working on Numan Ali Khan's page. Got to work with Sheikh Mohammed al-Sharif. Got to work with Fosis. Now, most of these I worked within a Facebook marketing capacity. So most of these organizations and brands I worked with within a Facebook marketing capacity. But I'm just going to be open. When I worked with Fosis, I spoke at their conference, at their workshop there. That wasn't within a Facebook marketing capacity. And Muslim Community Fund, the charity, That was some Facebook marketing, but it was more fundraising. But I've got to work with many Muslim brands, and 95% of the time, it was within a Facebook marketing capacity, alhamdulillah, and they achieved great results, which I want to share with you on how you can achieve good results as well. Now, results are not typical. You're going to see me talk about a lot of big numbers. I want to show you case studies of how my students have achieved great results. Now, the average Muslim will make excuses and lose money because of their negative mindset, getting poor results. Life will simply just get in the way. Results come from hard work and passion. If you're a newbie, if you're just starting out, it's going to take you a couple of months to learn the foundation, to make mistakes, to grow. But you have to be committed. You have to follow a system. And I'm going to give you the system, okay? The word system stands for save, yourself, stress, time, energy, money. Did you know that? I'm going to give you a proven fast track system to help you get results. But what I'm going to teach you, it's not a quick money pill or overnight money success scheme. It's not a scam and it's not a lie promising you millions. A believer cannot be a liar. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always keep us truthful. And I want to be completely transparent, honest and sincere with you, because that's where the blessing is, inshallah. Okay? Now, the 5 steps to making money through Facebook marketing. Here, I'm going to introduce the Paradise Path money system. Okay? This has helped me reach millions of Muslims across Facebook. I did a campaign where I reached 17 million Facebook post views. I've invested over $100,000 within 45 days on Facebook marketing. Can you believe that? That's like £65,000. And I got a good return on that, subhanallah. I want to teach you my 5-step system that across my top legacy students, it's made over $1 million, over £600,000 in the last 12 months. Tell me if anyone else is teaching this in the Muslim space. Who else in the Muslim space has this track record? Who else in the Muslim space teaches this on a strategic, innovative and Islamic level? No one, subhanallah. So inshallah, you're going to get cutting edge premium training through this webinar, and I really hope you take action and go beyond the webinar as well. Okay, so step 1 is passion discovery. What is your passion? What are you passionate about? What are you good at? What sort of story do you have? So for me, it was around Facebook marketing, because Facebook has over 1 billion users. Okay, Facebook has over 100 billion video views a month. Over 500 million minutes are spent on Facebook every single month. Over 600 million mobile users are on Facebook every single month. Okay, did you know back in August 2015, in one day, there were actually 1 billion people logged on to Facebook. So Facebook's this multi-billion-dollar beast, which you can tap into and you have to tap into, which is why I really push Facebook marketing. What are you passionate about? What story can you tell? What are you good at? Do a brainstorm, look at Amazon, look at Google, and do some research. And we're going to talk more about step number 1 in a second. Step number 2 is persuasion power. How can you persuade and influence people? How can you tell your story? How does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell stories? What's your struggle? What's been your biggest achievement, subhanallah? Step number 3 is product development. We're going to mainly focus on information products. I'm not going to go near Amazon because my main experience is with information products. Did you know that the information education industry is worth over $1 billion, not a billion, sorry, over $100 billion online? That's $100 billion. Okay, and you can tap into that just in the Muslim space. It's a multi-million-dollar industry. Can you believe that? So by information products, I mean like ebook, I mean like PDF, I mean like offline, hard copy book, I mean Kindle. I mean something where you can take your information, you can take your expertise, your passion, and package it inside like a product, like an ebook, and you can position it in a way where you're making money from it and it's instant download. It's not like Amazon where you have to there's shipping and then there's like private labeling, and it can become quite time consuming, and then you have to invest in stock, and this is a cost effective, quick and easy way. on how you can like do a webinar, to you can do an app, or you can do an online course, or you can do a Facebook mastermind group. So information products are really powerful, and that's what we're going to mainly focus on, inshallah. Then platform impact, how you can leverage Facebook. Facebook marketing is one of the best skills to learn. We're going to talk more about that. We'll talk about email marketing. Did you know that over 60% of people online, they check their emails like every day? You know, millions of emails are being sent out and read every day. Okay, so email marketing is really powerful. And then step number 5 is profit potential. How do you actually make money? How have my students made tens and thousands of dollars, you know, through Facebook marketing? How do you make your first sale? How do you make your first $1,000? Okay, we're gonna talk about that, inshallah. So step number 1 is passion discovery. You know, I'm teaching you a powerful system here. These 5 steps are extremely powerful. Okay, you know, I've spent, you know, around 2 years developing and refining and polishing up the system, but it took me over 5 years to discover this system and to bring it to the Muslim space. And subhanAllah, I've gone through a lot of headache. So I'm going to give you this fast track, simple 5 steps, but you have to take action. So step number 1 is passion discovery. What are you really passionate about? Now, I went from being an Islamic poet to, you know, a multi 6-figure entrepreneurial Muslim. When I first started out back in 2006, I was a bit lost and confused. I wasn't quite sure what my passion is. I wasn't quite sure, you know, what I wanted to do, what legacy I wanted to leave behind. There wasn't anyone in the Muslim space teaching entrepreneurship or business or legacy building. So I used to be a poet, and it was quite cool. You know, I used to write poetry, and I was featured in the newspaper like, you know, 7 times in like 8 months. But then I thought poetry is not for me. Then I went into personal development. I ran an organization called I1 Legacy, and subhanallah, it really pioneered personal development in the Muslim space. But then like fame and money got to my head, and yeah, I was quite young at the time, and can I just be really open and real with you? Like, I just want to be really honest. You know, if I constantly talk about my success stories and the money I've made and the people I've reached, then you're not going to relate to that. But if I be honest and open and just share my shortcomings and mistakes, then that's how we build a relationship, and you know, that's more honest and transparent, right? So I had this organization called I1 Legacy, had teams across like 20 countries, and I just couldn't sustain it. I couldn't balance, you know, running a successful organization and having lots of brothers and sisters around me. And yeah, the fame kind of did get to my head a little bit. Like, I was 21, 22 at the time, and all the praise I was getting, it was like, oh my God, it was such a big fitna for me, and had to get away from that, and had to focus on my deen and focus on my family. My health was going down, but I did amazing, mashallah. We had a shahada, even, you know, through our online conference, where I launched and organized a 50 speaker online conference, which I'm sure you probably heard of. And if you haven't, then you've probably been under a rock, or, you know, I don't know where you've been, subhanAllah. So I went from poetry to, you know, personal development. I kind of went to marketing. And now for the next 10 years, my strict focus will be, you know, Facebook marketing for entrepreneurial Muslim. So what I'm trying to say is your first idea is not going to be your last idea. Okay, the key is taking action, and the key is getting started. Okay, get started, brainstorm like, you know, 5, 10 ideas, and yeah, they might flop, they might fail, but as long as you're taking action, as long as you're, you know, learning, then that's what counts, right? Then step number 2 is persuasion power. How do you persuade and influence? You have to use empathy. Now, I read a book on persuasion like, you know, years ago when I was like 18, 19. I was a bit lost and confused back then. You know, I was introverted. I was a bit like a sheep. But I read this book on persuasion. It was like an award-winning book. And the guy said this equation. It was like a maths equation. It was like empathy plus practical advice equals influence. If you ever want to influence and persuade people, then tell stories and use empathy. Talk about your mess ups, talk about your mistakes, talk about when you lost money, talk about when you got rejected. Be open and sincere, and people can relate to that. And then give practical advice on, bang, this is what you have to do. Okay, here's step number 1, here's step number 2. That's how persuasion begins. Okay? So yeah, I was shy, nervous, introverted like a sheep, and I wanted a way out. I wanted a strategy. I wanted a breakthrough. I wanted a change. So I started to read these books around personal development. I actually bought a book on confidence because I was so insecure about myself, but I wanted to get started. So yes, I got started, and mashallah, getting started was like the best thing I did. I've been online since 2006, back when I was like, what was it, 17. And yeah, I was on Islamic forums, I was doing poetry and writing, got loads of rejections because no one wanted to publish my book because I could write, but I couldn't do marketing. Did you know that 80-90% of your success in business, in poetry, in writing, in anything career related, anything entrepreneurship related, is going to be down to the marketing. If you can position yourself as an expert, then it's the marketing that's going to really push you forward. Then the next step is product development. Create like a PDF. Open up a Word document, create, 3 steps on how to lose weight, the Islamic way, or 3 steps on how to bulk up and put muscle on your arms, or 3 steps on how to be a Muslim business coach, or 3 steps on how to be a teacher for children. Whatever you're passionate about, whatever you want to solve out there, create a product around it. Do your research on Google and just get it out there. Get it out there. Create like a Facebook group, do a survey, phone your friends, phone your family, phone your pets, like literally phone whoever you can, and like do some research. And inshallah, yeah, it can help you out. You can create a PDF guide, you can create a webinar, use instant teleseminar or like webinar jam, do some audio recording. The growth comes when you're out of your comfort zone. Do you understand? You have to go out of your comfort zone, inshallah. You can create a online course, whatever you want to do, just get it out there. Do the best research you can through Google. Learn the best practices. That's what I did. I was like, I'm not an expert in Facebook marketing. What have I done? Hey, but hey, Amy Portfield is an expert. Oh, Brian Moran, he's an expert. So let me like study their courses, let me learn, and let me just share their best practices. Pick one thing and go deep, inshallah. Do you understand? And at Legacy Pinner University, which is my flagship program, that's mashallah, hundreds of students from around the world, they've gone through that program, mashallah. And it's taken me like 15 months and hundreds of hours to produce and develop. Wanted to make it cutting edge. I even went into a video studio near my house and paid them like, in total like hundreds to thousands of dollars just to get these videos produced. And it's a top video production company. I said about, quality and premium, that if I just went to a cheapo, like, a cheap video studio, which I actually did before, but it's actually more expensive long term because then your stuff looks rubbish and it's wasting your time and, it's a lot of headache. So I went to this premium video production company, which by Allah's plan is actually near my house. These guys have worked with like Nike and Adidas to Apple to top mainstream companies. So Legacy Pinner University is my flagship program. Facebook marketing for entrepreneurial Muslims. It's like the Ferrari, the Lamborghini of the Muslim space. Yeah, it took me ages to produce. I was surveying people, people were getting these results. I've got so many case studies from aunties to, 14-year-old students getting results from my program. Alhamdulillah. I live and breathe, the success of my students because they're going to be my biggest legacy. So you can create a simple product and you can get it out there. You can start with a PDF guide, go onto Google and, type in Word doc to PDF converter. Simple, easy, and it's free. Get it out there. You can use Dropbox to upload your PDF. It's really simple ideas which I can help you with, inshallah. Platform impact. Facebook marketing is hot. Facebook marketing is like the best skill to learn, or one of the best skills to learn. With Facebook's, massive growth, with Facebook's massive, leverage and user base, millions of Muslims are using Facebook like every single day. Okay, if millions of Muslims are using Facebook every day, then why don't you leverage off that? Why don't you take advantage of that and raise your game and be on Facebook? Okay, Facebook's like a knife. You can use a knife to kill someone, or you can use a knife to spread jam on bread. It's how you use it that really counts. I said that on Islam channel on Living the Life show, and they were like, "Wow, Akib, you're amazing. Come back again." It was amazing. Subhanallah. I was saying all these lines like Facebook's like a knife, and it's a resource. How resourceful are you? Be resourceful and get your message out there. So when I say platform, I mean Facebook and email marketing. Now, I did a conference like a couple of years ago. It was a 50 speaker online Muslim conference. And mashallah, I've been blessed to organize and launch some of the world's largest Muslim events online. And I won't go into it in too much detail, but this random guy out of nowhere just came on like Facebook comments, and it was like, Akib, I want to say my Shahada. And he had seen the Facebook promotion, and he came on the conference, and in front of everyone he said La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. And do you know what he said? He was like, for the first time in my life, I found peace. I'm like 49 years old. I've been mocked and abused. I've been tortured for, being myself. I've been mocked, but finally found peace. That's the power of Facebook marketing. That's the power of getting your message out there. It can change people's lives. Now, profit potential, it's all about return on investment. It's all about results. Okay, I spent so many years dead broke. I was reaching millions of Muslims online, had a good presence online, had a really good reputation online, but I was broke. Okay, the core focus has to be on one thing. Focus on one thing, focus on one income stream initially, make money from that, and then you can, inshallah, open up more income streams. I'm giving you golden nuggets here, which I wish I had these golden nuggets back when I started, and it wouldn't have taken me 10 years to get to this stage. It would have taken me like a couple of months. Okay? So profit potential. I'll tell you a story. Basically, when I first started out a couple of years ago, this guy had seen my marketing stuff online, and he came to Milton Keynes. He came all the way from Birmingham, which is like 1 hour, 1.5 hours away, and he wanted me to help him with some Facebook marketing stuff. And this is about perception. If people have a good perception of you, then they'll pay you whatever you want. And in my mind, I was like, yeah, pay me £50, that's fine. He was like, I'll pay you £400 if you can help me. I was like, wow, yeah, give me £400. Here's my bank details. Okay, so you have to believe, you're worth it. You're listening to this webinar, so it tells me you're open to change, inshallah. So think big, think outside the box. Believe in yourself. Okay. Now imagine if in 12 months you made $100,000. Like I said, it took me like 5, 6 years. I literally went from making £1,500 monthly, $2,500 monthly, to within like, I went from, let me say this properly. I went from making low money every single month, and then 3 months later, I was getting commission for like, $50,000. And then all of a sudden, a few months later, within 3 to 4 months, I made like, $250,000 in like, 10 days, and that's like, when it comes to Facebook marketing, it's all about exponential growth. It's all around 10xing your results. It doesn't have to take you years, but you have to be committed and you have to be focused. Now, I'm going to give you some case studies because I believe it's all about case studies and results. So in the last, between October 2015 to January 2016, within 4 months, I've been able to make like $400,000 in sales. So like over £200,000 in sales with a net profit of between 15 and 25%. And I'm sharing my case study because you want to learn from someone who's made the mistakes. You want to learn from someone who's achieved the results you want to achieve. I've been blessed to manage and lead multi 6-figure Muslim campaigns online, and I want to teach you the strategies behind that as well. Okay, been blessed to reach millions of Muslims across Facebook. Got to work with leading Muslim names. But you know what my biggest achievement is? It's the dua of my parents. Getting your parents' dua is so powerful. Baina, got to work with Baina back in, I think it was 2015, back in January, using my Facebook marketing strategies, they attracted hundreds of paid Bainer TV subscribers. Okay, here's a testimonial from Arun. He's a former VP of Bainer. Within 3 months, they generated over $30,000. They got a really good return on their investment, and I don't have to read out the testimonial, but Arun was like, I'm very proficient at Facebook marketing. I got to work on Numan Ali Khan's Facebook page, and I was able to accelerate their Facebook marketing paid efforts. Basically, I was driving Facebook ads, Western audience. It was around $1 per email sign up. I was driving clicks onto the video sign up page for Baina TV, and then through email, it was like an email series taking people to free valuable content around Baina TV, learning Arabic and the Quran. And then on like the fifth day, Numan Ali Khan was like, sign up to Baina TV. So it's like a 5-day email sequence, and it was really well executed, mashallah. Okay, so got to work with Baina. There's one case study. Brother Abdullah, he's 17. He's made nearly $40,000 in sales within 30 days. He's Hafiz Quran. He's one of my top legacy students as well. And yeah, he's very humble, down to earth, and may Allah bless him and preserve him. It always makes me smile when I see young brothers and sisters achieving amazing results. He works hard, and he was like, my mentoring empowered him to think bigger and gave him the motivation to go and, think outside the box. So that's one case study there. Okay, Dawa man, Imran Mansoor Khan's been one of my top legacy students. We did Smash Your Exams online course. We did the launch for that, and within 7 days we made around like $20,000 in sales, attracting hundreds of students. He's grown a Facebook community of over 100,000 followers by working hard. He was actually one of my first legacy students, and I'm proud of what he's achieved. Mohammed Gaidan, the founder of DeanFit's been one of my top legacy students. Using my proven system, he was able to attract $6,000 in sales within 25 days. He hit just under $3,000 in sales within 24 hours. The founder of DeanFit, he's gonna mashallah become, one of the go-to people for Islamic fitness. So look out for him, and his clients are achieving great results as well. I make dua that he can pioneer the Muslim fitness space, and I hope that you can pioneer your passion as well. Sister Hala Banani, like Baina was a client, okay? Abdullah was a student, Dawa man, he's been one of my legacy students. Mohammed Gaidan has been one of my legacy students. Hala Banani has been a client. She made around $15,000 in sales within a few days. Using the Facebook strategy that I provide, driving people from a Facebook ad to an email sign-up page, giving like a lead magnet, a freebie. It could be a PDF guide, it could be a webinar, it could be a webinar replay, and then through email, you actually do a launch for an online program. Using my Facebook strategy, she grew her community by over 50,000 followers within a few weeks, attracting over 5,000 Muslim email readers, mashallah. So she's achieved great results. Zakida B, one of my legacy students, she attracted around $1,000 in sales within her first 7 days. Okay, she's a hardworking sister, fed up of waking up 3 o'clock daily for the past 4 years. She has to travel for like 2 hours just to get to her workplace. She started a halal candy brand. I can make dua for her. Okay, she wants to become her own boss. Ismail, he became a best-selling author through my Facebook marketing strategies, getting around 500% return on investment. He said to me that I think he invested like $100 in Facebook ads, and he made back like $400 back. Okay, now he's looking to scale that up. He invested I think like $1, or was it $5, sorry, and he made back $25. Okay, so there's a good return there of 4x to 5x. Mashallah. And through my Facebook marketing strategies, he was able to get more exposure, and he became a best-selling author as well. He ran a video post, and with a small investment using Facebook ads, using my targeting strategy, he achieved a really good return on that. Okay, and he's been a student, mashallah, may Allah bless him. Now, for the next 10 minutes, is a big announcement. door to your financial freedom opens. Big announcement, okay? Are you ready for this? Because this could potentially change your life, inshallah. So for the next 10 minutes roughly, I'm going to talk about this opportunity you have to take your learning and your growth much, much deeper, but you have to be serious and you have to be committed, inshallah. Okay, so the big announcement is get access to the 6 Figure Club so you can learn about building a 6 figure Muslim mindset, so you can learn how to do 6 figure Facebook marketing campaigns, so you can learn about 6 figure storytelling, so you can learn how to do 6 figure Muslim sales over Facebook, inshallah. Just click below to access. It's a PDF guide. I put in a lot of hard work into the 6 Figure Club PDF guide. Already lots of people have got access to this, but inshallah I really want you to learn and benefit from this, because this can inshallah impact your life and your financial freedom. It's going to be written, it's a PDF guide, instant download. Just click on the button below and get access to the 6 Figure Club. It's a small investment, but inshallah it'll kickstart you on your Muslim entrepreneurial journey, because you have to learn before you earn, and we talked about that, and I really care about your growth, and I'm going to keep building the 6 Figure Club PDF guide from your feedback and your support. This is like 10 years worth of work compiled down into a couple of steps. So we spoke about the 5 steps. We spoke about passion discovery, we spoke about storytelling, we spoke about Facebook marketing, we spoke about how to make sales. I'll give you that insight, I'll give you that breakdown briefly inside the 6 Figure Club. What does it take to go from 5 figures to 6 figures? What does it take to go from being broke to making $100,000 in sales online? What are the key strategies that takes? Okay, the 6 Figure Club PDF guide is mainly for beginners. Okay, if you're more advanced, then yeah, you can still benefit from it. And I'm going to be adding more material and more content inside the 6 Figure Club PDF guide. But for now, it's going to be mainly towards newbies who are just starting out, who need that motivation, who need a little bit of direction so they can really benefit. The 6 Figure Club, it's been a dream of mine for the past couple of months to release something like this in the Muslim community. So I really hope you can be a part of it, and I really hope that inshallah, you can support it as well. It breaks down the different steps on how to build a mindset, how to be, legacy focused. You don't want to have an excuse mindset. You want to have that legacy driven mindset. So you're a go-getter. So you take risks. So you push yourself out of your comfort zone. So you really push boundaries. So inshallah you can be a legacy builder and break the status quo. We talk about that. We talk about storytelling. How does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell stories? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses curiosity. We get in suspense. We want to know more. And these storytelling strategies, Hollywood and Bollywood and Lollywood are using all the time. And these are $1 billion worth industries. How do you get people hooked with your story? How do you get people hooked with your campaigns? I talk about that briefly inside the 6 Figure Club. It's a brief PDF guide, and it'll give you a breakdown, inshallah, of the steps that you have to take, the pillars, inshallah. You don't need 50 billion steps. That's a misconception. That's uh, a poor way of thinking. You only need a couple of steps to get your breakthrough. But I hope that this PDF guide can be like your pill, can be that pill, can be that what is it? It can be that taster basically. It can start you off in your entrepreneurial journey. So inshallah you can really get things going, so you can build a legacy and achieve freedom because you're worth it. And you've gone through a lot right now. You've gone through a lot of struggle, you've gone through a lot of difficulty, but inshallah I really hope that this PDF can start you off and help you build a foundation, because it's all about that foundation. You want to be around like-minded people who can push you up to that next level, inshallah. So this PDF guide, I wish I had this when I first started out. Just click on the button below and you'll get instant access to the PDF guide. It's a small investment and one that you're going to be proud of. And I'm going to constantly be developing this 6 Figure Club PDF guide. What does it take to be financially free? What does it take to achieve freedom? Is freedom what we actually think it is? Or is there a much bigger meaning to freedom? Is freedom just about money? Or is freedom about a much bigger cause to strive for Jannatul Firdaus so we can see the face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Jannah? Imagine seeing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Jannah. Imagine being in the high ranks in Jannah. Okay, what can you do with the money you have? Did you know that a lot of people who win the lottery, they go broke very quickly, or they even commit suicide because they've never had that influx of money in their life? It's not about how much money you make, it's about how you manage it. There was a time where I had like $50,000 in my bank account, and because I never knew how to manage money, it went really quickly, and I actually nearly went broke as well. So yeah, well, I'll talk briefly about some money management techniques inside a 6 Figure Club, but I hope they can start you off. I hope it can be that trampoline. I hope it can be that inspiration for you to kickstart your entrepreneurial Muslim journey. So make sure you take action and click on the button below. And really excited because put in a lot of research. It's got no fluff. It's full of practical advice so you can get started, and you can give me feedback on the PDF guide as well. It's beautifully crafted. It took me a while to just form the design of the front cover, and I hope it looks premium prestige, and I hope it inspires you to make 6 figures as well. You've been through a lot. You don't have to spend hours and hours and hours to start making money. At least make your first sale. Get your first PDF guide and get it out there, and from there you can start making money, inshallah. It's all about taking action. You gotta be a go-getter. And when it comes to Facebook marketing, get your Facebook page set up, get an idea. What are you really passionate about? What is that one thing you really want to do? Is it selling hijabs? Is it business coaching? Is it related to sports? Is it something more Islamic lecture based? What is it that you really want to do? What is it that really excites you? What is that one thing that drives you? Okay, I really want you to think about this, because thinking bigger can and it will change your life. Because I've been in your position. I was lost and confused, and maybe you're not lost and confused. Maybe you have some idea. Maybe you need some clarity, and that's it. Okay, but I was lost and confused, and I've been through a lot. I nearly like you know mentally like killed myself. I had no direction, I had no support back then. So I know what it feels like to start your business journey. But I hope, inshallah, the 6 Figure Club, I hope it can guide you, and I hope it can give you some direction. It's more at the basic level, but inshallah I hope you benefit from it, and you realize that to make money online, it's just a couple of steps. It's like traffic, conversion, taking those clicks, taking those views, and turning them into sales. It's a really simple process, just like you build a house. A house has a kitchen, a house has a door, a house might have, what is it? First story, second story, a 3-story house. Each house has a similar foundation, right? So to make money online, it has a similar foundation, which is literally traffic, conversion, sales. Traffic is like Facebook ads. It's driving clicks onto like an email sign up page, making sure people are taking action, they're converting, okay? And then you sell like a PDF guide or an online program, or could be an app, or whatever you want to sell, you can sell online. So I'm going to be going over these pillars, these money making pillars, in the 6 Figure PDF guide, 6 Figure Club PDF guide. And I'm going to be constantly adding more stuff to it, like funnels, to how I actually run entrepreneurial Muslim. How do I run the company? How do I run this brand, which is going to be, inshallah, pioneering the Muslim space? It's already benefited so many Muslims out there, and inshallah it can carry on benefiting people. And I hope it can add value into your life as well. Okay, so Jazakallah khair for listening. Just click on the button below to access the Six Figure Club PDF guide. It's a small investment equivalent to, like, a bunch of chocolates, or, a bag of chips. It's a small investment, but inshallah it can help you. So take care. Assalamu alaikum.